Steph Curry, my advice for you, I'm not saying go chase another woman. All I'm saying is if you see a side piece on the side, right, on the sideline watching you, just look at her and give her a wink. That's it. Get her heart going again. Make her feel like you can move on anytime you want. And I guarantee she gonna change her attitude quick. She gonna change it quick. You a good man. You a good man. That's why she feels like she can go around saying all this bullshit because she like, oh, he ain't gonna leave me. I'm telling you, Steph Curry, all you gotta do is just wink at a girl in the sideline. Or maybe go ahead and give her a high five or something, bro. And she gonna be back online. She gonna be back in line. That's it. That is it. Welcome back to another reaction video, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be reacting to 4D shames or shams. The problem with rich black men. Let's get it.
Now, academics. I seen him like in a tape online. And you Waka Flocka while he was with Tammy.
Yes.
How long did you and Offset fuck around though?
That was it.
That was it?
Girl, that was it. He hated me.
So Fetty Wap, Waka Flocka, and Offset. Okay, pretty strong start there.
It was Snoop Dogg in the video.
She belonged to the street. Hey man, look. A lot of these girls that be getting ran through with celebrities and shit like that, you ain't trying to wife none of them up. You ain't trying to do none of that, bro. Trust me. It ain't worth it. It's too loose down there, bro.
And he was snorting lines off of your chest.
Not Uncle Snoop. Nah.
Snoop a menace, bro.
He answered with his full face on the camera.
Sorry, I'm like in the middle of getting ready right now.
I'm not ready no question. I ain't just my hammer.
Now, he was very married at the time.
I found out he was married when he flew me out for the BET Awards, and on stage, he's thanking his wife. I'm like,
he was really on.
Bruh, oh hell nah, bro. This dude got a side piece sitting in a crowd while looking at her and thanking his wife, dog. Don't lie, Snoop. You know damn well what you were doing there, man. You was looking at her. This dude made eye contact with her like this, right? While his wife is sitting to the right or to the left, wherever, and said to his side piece, I just want to go ahead and say thank you to my wife. I love everything that you did. Man, Snoop, you crazy for that, bro. You know you wrong for that. You wrong for that.
Stage thanking his wife with his side piece in the audience. Wow.
How was 50 Cent in bed?
I remember Good Dick. That's why I could tell you my good dick.
Okay, good dicks.
Yeah, Young Thug, #1.
You Emin?
Thug been telling y'all that he's not gay. Sure, he rocks dresses and, you know, acts super feminine sometimes, but he's not. I mean, it seems like he obviously knows a thing or two about pleasing women. I mean, it's the reason he had Mariah the Scientist acting like this on those jail phone calls.
Daddy, am I your baby?
Am I your baby?
I exposed
Now,
you again.
Tiana is so unproblematic, but I told her she need to stop letting bitches in her bed. You were in a bathroom stall with Lil Meech giving him head.
You know, you have to give your man head wherever you're at.
Now,
Not wherever you at, but like, you know, just, you know, hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and co-sign that, ladies, right there. Look, if you got a man, you married or something like that, just take. I normally I wouldn't say take advice from a hoe, but you know, in this instant, there's an exception here. All right, there's an exception here.
academics. I seen him like in a tape online, and his belly is really huge. It's hairy. His dick was kind of small, and he had to stay close.
Kinda. It's so small, babe. Literally the smallest thing ever. Oh my god, so mad that I just fucked him too.
Imagine knowing all this information and still going out sad like this over a bop.
Begging you, please delete this stuff. This is my reputation, bro. I apologize for saying what I said to you. Please, man.
But you said it was cap though. What was cap, Demetrius?
Selena, I said that to get the post deleted, Selena.
Oh, but now you want to make me look like a liar in front of the internet. It's crazy, Demetrius.
That's not how I tried to make you seem. I apologize for that.
We rich black men have a problem.
Who the fuck is we? Ain't no
fucking we.
Alright, damn, man. Okay, not we. Rich black men have a problem. You see, with a lot of these mainstream black men, whenever they acquire some sort of riches, instead of finding them a good, wholesome woman that comes from a good background, with a good profession, that can help raise a family properly, preferably a black woman, because we definitely need to keep the wealth within the community. Instead of doing that, they go and engage and have these relationships with these bottom of the barrel women. I'm talking these IG models who are basically prostitutes for hire. PJ Washington fell for this trap with Brittany Renner.
So every time that he does this, I'm gonna.
See, now I blame this nigga for that, bro. Why? Because she told him she was out for the bag, bro, and this dude still decided to impregnate her. Like, bro, like, what the hell is wrong with you, my guy? As soon as he made it to the NBA, she knew, yeah, I'm about to be rich off of this dude right here, and he did. Like, it's even Zion Williams, bro. This dude decided to sleep with a porn star. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Do you guys not have any etiquette when it comes to finding a right woman? You making mail. I get that, but shit, bro. You can't be spreading your seed like it just. You know what? Let's keep going, man.
This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you.
$170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account.
PJ had a kid with her, and now he's not only stuck paying child support, but his kid is gonna grow up in a broken home.
Yep.
Dude is literally in headlines every other month because of his baby mother. Imagine being mad about getting paid $11,000 a month. To take care of one little kid, there's literally whole families who live on less than half of that. And mind you, this is the same Brittany Renner who Coach Prime hired to talk to the Jackson State football team so she could basically warn them about industry women. She literally admitted to seeing the men in her DMs as a bunch of checks.
My DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, when you reach a certain status, you can have the pick of the litter. I'm talking heavy hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. And you can either, you know, use it to your advantage and maybe abuse it, or you can, you know, try to make something happen. So,
but it's painful to see that rich black men are still.
And the crazy thing is, she's not the only one. A lot of females out there have the same exact mentality, bro. So when you make it big, you gotta understand there are predators out there, my dude. There are female predators out there. They know they be sitting on the sideline and then they be giving you the eyes and shit like that, bro. You gotta stay focused. You gotta understand something. You got bag. They're there for their bag. They ain't there because she's gonna be, oh my God, I want him. I want to be loyal to him. Hell nah, bro. She's there for the bag. And as soon as you impregnate her, she knows her life is set. And then she just gonna bounce to the other nigga because she's gonna be collecting check, bro. I mean, for crying out sake, why don't they understand that, bro? This is something that, you know what? Let's keep going. I don't want this video to go on for too long.
Falling for the same tricks. But speaking of painful experiences like she go like man, Morgan 5, there's the motivate $1 sure million from your camera. And what you doing, bro? Also caught in the same trap. And I can't lie, his might be even worse. Cause bro, what are you doing, bro? This had to be some sort of fetish or something. Because sleeping with
thigh is sold separately, by the way.
The BBL bandit star is crazy. And since their relationship got exposed, everything she does is linked back to him.
Yeah,
so now every other month
that's
he's also
just
in headlines because of her.
I mean, come on, man. That doesn't even match, bro. Look, I go to the gym and I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? I don't like doing legs, but guess what? I work on legs because I ain't trying to look like Mr. Incredible walking around. Females need to understand something. If you're gonna get BBL, for crying out sake, ladies, try to get that thigh in check, bro. This should look awkward.
Everything she does is linked back to him. So now every other month
it doesn't even look natural
because of her. I mean, just look at this clip.
Everybody deserves a chance to be heard. The amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and threats that I've been receiving these last 3 years have been a lot, and it's causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things ever again.
It's like she's trying to.
First of all, let me tell you something, the full story. Not the full story, but in conclusion, Zion Williams decided to get another girl pregnant instead of her. So she pissed off about that. That's the story behind her making that shit. So in order for her to get her get back and try to get money out of him somehow, she of course got to make up some sobby ass story on the internet so that way she can get sympathy from a bunch of simps.
hit every buzzword that's gonna sound good in the courtroom. I know we're supposed to give the victim the benefit of the doubt, but bro, come on. With this sort of acting, it's no wonder she's a porn star. And the fact that she had on sunglasses because she obviously couldn't muster up some tears is just insane. We also got rappers like Lil Baby. And mind you, the Lil Baby situation is very recent. I think he got exposed this month. And y'all can pause to read. But Lil Baby was basically in her messages going out sad, basically begging her to fuck with him, and possibly tricking. If you can help me get my dream car, you can have me forever. And
I remember this.
Be a striker. And if you don't know what a striker is, it's basically a stolen car where they change things like the VIN number and they might change the look a little bit, so it's unrecognizable to authorities and it can be given to a new owner. I was going to get one eventually, just had to shake more ass. I don't want nobody seeing you shaking your ass, just shake it for me. That had to be the most simp reply I've ever seen.
Oh,
and
God.
you know, I used to think that this only happened to like the younger black men, you know, the new NBA, NFL players who just found some new wealth and they don't know how to act. But no, this is happening to the old heads too. A perfect example is Shannon Sharp. A multitude of people told this man to stop pursuing these young, fast girls.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Like you, man, y'all get to a certain age and you still like them young. You like You like the same age girls I like.
Okay,
right. When you get to a certain age,
I'm getting old, but my eyesight's still young.
Get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. Come on.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
And what do you...
And that's exactly what happened to Shannon Sharp. He didn't fall, but rather the girl became filthy rich. Why? Because obviously she made up some bullshit ass story. He was signing a $100 million deal. And then that's when the tears started to dry up. I mean, not the tear, I'm sorry. That's when she decided to drop the mask. And of course, she got the bag, bro. I was pissed off, bro. I'm over here working hard. And all she had to do was sleep with a nigga. And then all of a sudden, she became a millionaire. Now, that's some bullshit.
No, a short while after receiving all these warnings, Shannon Sharp ended up getting hit with accusations. Not only that, he got exposed for basically being into weird, kinky race play. The woman he was dealing with was texting him weird stuff like, I want to have your big black baby. I'm sorry, but there's no way you should be that freaked out as an old man. Isn't your sex drive supposed to slow down when you're that old? Cut the story short, she basically ended up suing him for $50 million of his newly acquired $100 million deal. And although she did end up settling with only $23 million, that's still a lot. I would be devastated. And sadly, it doesn't just stop at people losing millions. We got long-term friendships ending. For example, like the friendship between Drake and Future that's rumored to have ended because of a woman. And then we also got stuff like Stefan Diggs impregnating Cardi B. You mean to tell me that you're young, talented, and you have a bunch of money, and you want to go after a lady who's been in a public relationship for years and has several kids with someone? And on Cardi B,
not just that, she was also a stripper. So you got, I mean, that's a whole nother story. Really, like you wanna impregnate a female that has that's in a rap gang and she was a stripper and she got BBL? Nah, bro. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these guys with money, bro. But once money gets to their head, it's over. All logic goes out the window, bro. It's like the front cortex just shuts off. They can't make good decisions anymore. It's stupid.
And she literally went from one bad relationship to a possibly even worse relationship. There's literally whole videos out there showing how bad of a romantic partner Stefan Diggs is.
Who guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stefan Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy.
Least I should date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
Why Diggs?
Because he's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents. Like, you don't want your sister to bring him home to your parents. So,
team would you least like to date your sister?
Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man, no. We're gonna leave it like that. No.
I honestly don't even know who has it worse in this situation. Stefan Diggs or Cardi B. And I know earlier I questioned why black men aren't going after quote unquote good women who you can raise a family with, have kids with, you know, introduce to your family. But the sad part is, even with the women who present this image, you're not safe. A perfect example is Ayesha Curry. There was a time when everyone thought she was like the perfect wife. I mean, Drake even mentioned her in his song. How I'm supposed to wife you, you're not Ayesha enough. But you see, that whole image changed when Ayesha started doing interviews and started saying stuff like this.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. Cause I don't want it, but it'd be nice to know that like someone's looking.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl. I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself. So if it comes to mind, it's coming out. Tries to resonate with me, but he just can't.
So basically what I'm getting from what she's saying is that even though she may have gotten into a relationship with him before he became famous, before he became the Stephen Curry we know today, if he wasn't that person today, she would have left him by now. Because if this is her thought process right now, oh, I want male attention, I wanted to be a career woman, I never wanted to be married, I never wanted to have kids. If that's how she felt and she was in a relationship with any regular guy, she would have left that dude. The fact that Stephen Curry is Stephen Curry and he has millions and she's able to live a soft life through him is probably the only reason she's still in that relationship.
See, this is one thing you gotta understand. Females, they like drama in their life. Money ain't enough. You will give a woman the perfect life, and I guarantee you, if she ain't got that drama in her life, she ain't gonna be satisfied, bro. She wants some fight. She wants you to argue. She wants you to like, just pretend that you have side piece or something like that. So that way she got something to like worry about. This is how they operate. She got it all. A good husband. She got a whole family. She got kids. She living in a mansion. She can buy anything she want. And look what she's doing, bro. Look what she's doing. Steph Curry, my advice for you, I'm not saying go chase another woman. All I'm saying is if you see a side piece on the side, right, on the sideline watching you, just look at her and give her a wink. That's it. Get her heart going again. Make her feel like you can move on anytime you want. And I guarantee she gonna change her attitude quick. She gonna change it quick. You a good man. You a good man. That's why she feels like she can go around saying all this bullshit because she like, oh, he ain't gonna leave me. I'm telling you, Steph Curry, all you gotta do is just wink at a girl in the sideline. Or maybe go ahead and give her a high five or something, bro. And she gonna be back online. She gonna be back in line. That's it. That is it.
And I honestly don't know what it is with wealthy black men, because it seems like whenever black men touch some serious money, the first thing they do is go after women who wouldn't give them the light of day if they didn't have that money. A perfect example is a recent post I seen about Mario Balotelli. He basically talked about how before he became famous, Italian girls wouldn't give him the light of day. And then when he finally got his professional soccer contract, the first thing he did, he went and brought a car and he picked up 4 girls to have fun with. Mind you, these are the same women who weren't giving him the light of day before. What a lot of these wealthy black men need to realize is that this is how a lot of these industry women think.
Hey man, I didn't do that with the volume. I don't know what happened.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to fault her.
Yeah, that's not mine, and that's from him. There's no volume.
Now, I'm not gonna sit here and try to fault her for having that preference. If she wants to date wealthier men, she wants to date wealthier men. But the issue is when black men don't go for good women who actually like them, and they go for women with this type of mindset. You're going for an industry woman whose main priority is money. Not to find love, not to start a family, not to be a wife, a mother. No, it's to find someone who has more money than her. And then everything else follows. But when you lead a relationship with that, it's no wonder everything else ends up being superficial. And that's also why we have this ongoing rhetoric that once black men become successful, they end up choosing a white woman. And people like Dr. Umar have argued that the reason for that is because white women don't try to look for a finished product. They invest in a black man's potential and they help him achieve it.
One of the biggest advantages the snow bunnies have on our women is snow bunnies will find a dusty brother and see his skill, his talent, you feel me? Yeah. Invest in him in college. And by the time he become a multimillionaire at 35, she been with him the whole walk. You see that? A lot of sisters are not going to do that. They're not going to find a dusty brother in his senior year or dusty brother in the community. But you see, he got this business idea. She like, nah, come back and see me when it's up and running. I don't think this ever going to happen. Soon when you waved him off, the snow bunny got him.
Now, I personally feel like this is one of those issues that's more prevalent online, because in real life, I see plenty of healthy black couples with a bunch of money. But these allegations definitely apply when it comes to like these mainstream individuals. The rappers, the ball players, you know, the people the most clout. And since it's so prevalent within that community that has so much popularity, it makes people think that it's the norm and that it's happening everywhere. But with that being said, if you made it this far, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and don't.
Same thing for me as well. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. But with that being said, this video is gone on for too long. I'll catch you guys up later.